Good morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told, out of Voice Radio. So today, we're going to be taking a look at a bunch of new products that have gone and been revealed. And if not revealed, at least leaked or teased to the point we know they're coming. So starting off then with the Battle Arena decks, I should give a shout out to the lovely Primal Lugia for hooking us up with these. Make sure you're checking out PokeGuardian.com. Good website. And the Battle Arena decks, well, we've got a bit more information. We got some pictures. So there's two of them. There is a Rayquaza one, and there is an Ultra Necrozma one. And we knew that they featured them, but now we've got some images and a little bit of confirmation. Now, if we start off with the Rayquaza deck, we know that we're getting 2 copies of Rayquaza. We were told that before. Confirmation that it is the Rayquaza GX we've all seen. That was kind of 99% certain, but always nice to have the image. Now, we also knew we were getting a Prism Star in the deck as well, and it has been confirmed that that is Tapu Koko Prism Star. When we looked at these decks when they were announced, I told you that it really should be Shaymin or Tapu Koko. Rayquaza for minimum 1 lightning, 1 grass, 1 colorless energy, does 30 damage for each energy attached to all of your Pokemon. And then you've got Tapu Koko, whose ability lets you put it in the Lost Zone from the bench, and then, well, get 2 more lightning energy on the field. And then Shaymin Prism Star's got basically the same attack as Rayquaza, except Rayquaza's 30 damage times the amount of grass and lightning only, whereas Shaymin is 30 times the amount of energy generally. Only basic for Shaymin, but any basic energy. So we've got Tapu Koko Prism Star, and that's pretty gosh darn cool. Now, we're told you're getting staple trainers in there. We've not been shown the deck list as a whole, so we can't comment too much on that. But the fact of the matter is, you're getting 2 Rayquaza, you're getting the Tapu Koko Prism Star, and we know we're getting some staple trainers. I mean, these decks are starting to look pretty gosh darned good. And Rayquaza's always been good. Started off being good as a speed deck with stuff like Max Elixir, then became good with Vikavolt, and okay, it's taken a bit of a step back recently, but it's still sitting there with potentially using Naganadel to accelerate energy, and then using Beast Ring to accelerate extra energy onto Naganadel, and it just feels like it's going to survive this rotation, definitely. It feels like at some point it's going to come back and be a really good deck. But the other one's Ultra Necrozma, and Ultra Necrozma is a really good deck. Along with Malamar, it is one of the top decks in the format at the moment. I'm talking about the Worlds format post-rotation with Unified Minds. Just yesterday, I showed you my list of 10 decks that could win the Pokemon World Championships, and one of the ones on there was Ultra Necrozma. I told you about a Worlds format tournament in Japan, where of the top 8, 2 of them were Ultra Necrozma. Now, generally played with Malamar to accelerate a bit of energy, but the thing that it's got is that it can one-hit KO anything. You know, it's got 20 damage base for a Metal and a Psychic, discard all the basic Psychic energy and do 80 more for each energy discarded. In the age of Tag Team GXs that give up free prizes, this can literally one-hit KO absolutely anything if you get rid of a few energy. That's pretty gosh darn good. The Prism Star of choice here, Beast Energy. I wasn't so sure about this one. I felt fairly confident that Rayquaza was going to give us Tapu Koko or Shaymin. Ultra Necrozma I was less sure about. I think Beast Energy is a really good call. It is an energy that provides any kind of energy like Rainbow when attached to an Ultra Beast and lets you do an extra 30 damage. That's pretty gosh darn good. It's like a choice band and a rainbow energy, but you don't have to use your tool slot and you don't have to take a damage counter. It's a really good energy card. And it is an absolute staple in the Necrozma decks, or Ultra Necrozma decks. So that's pretty gosh darn good. Hopefully soon we'll get the full set list for these Battle Arena decks. When we do, you know that I'm going to be sharing it with you, lovely ladies and gentlemen. But as it stands at the moment, pretty gosh darn good. Now, the other products we've seen are the Hidden Fates Great Ball and Ultra Ball Collection. These actually come with proper job plastic Pokeballs that can be used for storing stuff, storing decks. I love the idea that you begin a game by throwing the ball, not at your opponent, that would be rude, but certainly kind of onto the table, your deck spills out, boom, we're ready to go. Now, unlike the Battle Arena decks, these are a little less... Well, I suppose they're a little less legal after rotation. You see, you either get Zoroark, which came out in Shining Legends and is rotating just before Worlds, or you get Metagross, which came out in Guardians Rising and is going to rotate just before Worlds. You see, by the time these products come out, both of these Pokemon are going to have rotated out of the standard format. Now, the good news is they will both be legal and expanded, and that's nice. But you're not going to be able to play them in standard, and that might be a little bit of an issue. So, I mean, look, they're shiny versions. They're very fancy versions. They are both shiny in terms of their colouring and shiny in terms of they are shiny cards. They're cool. They're great for collectors. I mean, Zoroark's going to be one of the best decks in Expanded for a while, like it has been. Zoroark, since it came out, has been good in a million different decks. It's been good with God of War, and it's been good with Dugong, and it's been good with Buzzwole, and it's been good with Garbodor. I mean, it's a phenomenal card, but by the same token, it's just... Well, it's rotating, isn't it? So... Some people are going to have an issue with this, but you don't have to buy the product. The issue is that a lot of Hidden Fates is going to have rotated by the time it actually releases over here. Not only that, but we've had confirmation that one of the very best new cards in the set is Jesse and James, and I'll pop a link in the description, but we got confirmation the other day that that is going to be banned in the expanded format. It's not even out. And it's been confirmed it's going to be banned in the expanded format. So you've got a bunch of stuff that's not going to be legal in standard because it's rotated out. You've got a really good card that's been banned and expanded. So Hidden Fates looks really good for collectors. I do worry whether it's going to be that relevant for players. But then does every set need to be? This is going to be a great set for collectors. And you're going to be able to get these two shiny GXs pretty easily. And some packs of Hidden Fates and either the Great Ball or the Ultra Ball. Cool. I like how they put the better Pokeball with the, at this point, proven to be significantly worse Pokemon. Although, to be fair, it was very good for a very long time. It did see a lot of play. Metagross was a really good deck for a while. It's just no Zoroark. Now, the last piece of news is we've got some information weirdly early about the Cosmic Eclipse theme decks. Now, I need to give a shout out and an apology to Foxy Jakob here over on Twitter, who a few days ago at this point sent me this image of the playmats for the Cosmic Eclipse theme decks. And I was very, very busy and I didn't get a chance to bring you news of them, and for that I apologise. But if these are the playmats coming from the Cosmic Eclipse theme decks, then surely that gives us confirmation that the theme decks for Cosmic Eclipse are going to be Kyogre and Groudon. And the thing is that there were Kyogre and Groudon cards in Remix Bout over in Japan, which will essentially have to come out in Cosmic Eclipse. So, given that we've got this playmat, and it's not an official image, but it certainly looks like it's the right one, and given that both Kyogre and Groudon are due to come out in Cosmic Eclipse, that seems to be pretty good confirmation that they are going to be the theme decks. Now, the lovely folks at TotalCards.net did get hold of the same images. They've mocked up some theme decks. Cheers to those lovely people for doing that. Although I did get these images from Foxy Jakob over on Twitter. Do we want Kyogre and Groudon as theme decks? I kind of think we do. Now, the Kyogre here is kind of... I mean, they're both basically let you get set up. They both help you get rolling. So the Kyogre, for 1 colourless energy, attaches 2 water energy from your discard pile to one of your Pokemon. It's following in the great tradition of all these Pokemon like Yveltal and Volcanion as big, basic Pokemon that can sit there in the active for a couple of turns and get energy on the field. It's alright, I've seen it put in a couple of Japanese lists. Similarly, the Groudon, now I did see Groudon really heavily featured in a list very recently, which I'll hopefully be sharing with you quite soon. 1 colourless energy, attached to fighting energy from your hand to one of your Pokemon. Now, the energy's got to be in your hand, etc. Though Viridian Forest will always help with that. but we don't have any good energy acceleration for fighting. When we look at water, we can look at a combination of Naganadel and Quagsire and go, oh, that's how we get the energy on. But when it comes to fighting, we just don't have any good options whatsoever. So this Groudon coming along really is an absolute godsend. I'm not saying it is going to all of a sudden be some phenomenal card that's going to make every fighting deck amazing, but I am saying we literally don't have anything better. So, yeah, go Groudon. I kind of like these as theme decks. Plus, we know that Pokemon does like to theme their theme decks, given that these are the cover Pokemon for Ruby and Sapphire, the box legendaries as it were, and given that they are very much, they both do 130, they both get extra energy on the field, etc., it really does make sense that as a pair these two would be coming out. Cool. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. News about the Battle Arena decks, news about some Hidden Fates Pokeball collections, and news about the theme decks from Cosmic Eclipse. Lots of cool products that I'm a little bit excited about, and I hope you are too. But I would very much like to know how excited you are, so let me know in the comment section. Go nuts, be nice, tell me which of these you're going to buy, tell me which of these you're thinking of avoiding. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWassy, and Twitch for some live action at twitch.tv/PTCGRadio. If you want to support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all that, head on over to patreon.com/PTCGRadio, where you can do exactly that. And please do make sure you're checking out youtube.com/WassyPlays, where we talk about a whole bunch of games that don't even have any Pokemon in. Maybe today I'll teach you how to play the Marvel Living Card game, Marvel Champions. Looks like fun. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves until next time. Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.